Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings and salutations. Deja vu all over again.
It's like Groundhog Day. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
All right, so Vaughn had sent me a message. She said she went to her Barnes & Noble in Texas, and guess what she found on the shelf? I don't know, someone who's a published author that's in this cast. And she found these books
Nice.
on the shelf in Texas. So the word.
So it's just the cover she found there? Or
No, two books. Perfect Wish and Promise Dream on the shelf in Texas. So God bless you. Thank you for being there, Texas. I love you. And any more of the Matrix Lord stories where you find the books in the bookstore, you let me know.
I'll let you know.
Because I'm going to grow like a freaking virus, spread everywhere. In a good way, though, I guess. If a virus is not good, though. I don't know, but anyway.
Well,
Anyway, we got some box office stuff to report. Happy Death Day, of course, is just from Friday. Just from Friday is 11,600,000. A success and profitability in one day.
yes. But what was it competing against?
It was competing against Jackie Chan in The Foreigner, which is a success in one day. Well, not one day, because what happened was it made only 4,700,000. Well, to debut was pretty good, 4,750,000. But overseas, people went nuts. It's at 93 million.
Jackie Chan is pretty much a messiah overseas.
93,150,000 in just from Friday's numbers. And I don't know how long it was overseas, but people went nuts over that. Blade Runner is number 3.
Going up to number 2.
Blade Runner is at 99 million. The budget was 150. Keep in mind that probably $100 million in marketing. Keep in mind that whatever it makes, it's cut in half. So it's a failure still.
Because the Happy Death Day, it was in the fourth cinema at the show. Blade Runner was in cinema 3. Correction, it was in cinema 3. And then the two other latest movies that came out were in the first.
Now, in a surprise maneuver, it moved up to number 4 and has in 617 million now and climbing, not leaving the top 10 anytime soon.
It's connected to a red balloon, so of course it's going to rise.
If only Moffat took advantage of that. If Moffat would have took advantage of the red balloons when he could have, things would have been even better. But no. All right. The Mountain Between Us, which is Kate Winslet movies, 21 million, not doing well. Okay.
Is that 5 or 6?
5th place.
Okay.
Tom Cruise is 6th place. His movie's already a success, 104 million. It was a $50 million budget, American made. So Tom Cruise, with the exception of The Mummy, you put his name on something, he's a success, I guess. Kingsman.
Good movie.
It's it's 263 million, almost 264. Again, guys, this is just from Friday, up until Friday. So it's 7th place. Kingsman. Marshall, which I don't even know what the hell that is. 1 million. 36, whatever. Okay. Lego Ninjago movie, whatever. That is.
Lego
86,
movie was
86,
in the first. Was in the first. Yeah,
top 10. Yeah. My Little Pony is 10th place.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and that is 16,796,000.
So Ronnie's really failed your movie.
I know, right? They didn't come out at all. Would not even that way.
I know.
So Geostorm was not this week. It's next week.
Yeah.
Going up against the Snowman, which is Michael Fassbender, and Tyler Perry's Boo 2, a Medea Halloween.
Well, yeah, those were the three. Those first two, let's see, Geostorm, Medea, blah, and Star Wars. That's right, and Star Wars.
Well, Snowman looks interesting. Fassbender's psychological, what is it, like a thriller or a killer?
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, those were the three posters that were on one of the walls.
And then the week after is Jigsaw and Suburbicon. Suburbicon is not a horror movie. It's a crime comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Jigsaw is a horror movie.
I think that was the other movie I saw the preview to.
Yeah. So we got news also saying that Deadpool 2 and Dark Phoenix have wrapped production.
Nice.
So it's a weird movie, that New Mutants, but yeah, they're done. We'll probably have a Deadpool 3. They didn't say anything about it, but it's implied. Aquaman isn't Aquaman in Justice League?
What?
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Is he not being? They're just simply not calling him Aquaman?
They said he's not Aquaman. He's not really Aquaman yet. He's not the king of the seven seas.
Okay.
You have to wait till the Aquaman movie, which is stupid. I don't understand that. What do they call him then?
He's still Aquaman. He's just not the.
What, Ben?
He's still Aquaman. He's just not the king yet.
He's still what?
He's still Aquaman. He just hasn't become king of Atlantis yet.
But he don't call himself Aquaman, or?
I think he still does.
Oh.
It's going to take him a while to become king.
Well, he didn't talk to enough fish to get him risen to king yet. Maybe that's what he needs to do.
All right, so we're getting a Black Panther trailer soon, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And the other night we were talking about the Avengers Force, which might be the title for Avengers female movie, right? So that's interesting.
So basically what they're going to do is they're going to have a reunion of Sex and the City and call it...
I don't know.
Yes, and we wonder why Scott's...
and then at the end they're going to go to dinner and they're like, all right, let's be regular people that were superheroes or something and whatever. That's going to be weird. Are they really going to do that? Gamora's going to walk down the street, she's green, and she's like, all right.
Just being an ass.
Yeah. Okay, so what else do we have to talk about?
Who's sexy?
Marvel Comics announces Venom and X-Men crossover called Poison X.
Oh, God. Really? What,
Yeah,
January or February? Or?
Let's check the article.
God. Thank God I didn't hear that.
It's an X-Men Blue. It shows Venom going after Angel, Human Beast, Cyclops, Jean, and Iceman's tackling him.
God.
It's the X-Men Blue comic.
I was watching Wolverine Origins before.
Wow,
I know. Well, listen, here's the thing, right?
Actually, I take that back. The only good part of it is Sabretooth.
Here's the thing. The movie's great until he fights this clone Deadpool, whatever the hell Deadpool is, with the mouth having powers and whatever. But the movie is a good movie. It's good.
I have to say,
characterizations, his girlfriend, and the whole Stryker thing. It's really good. I like it.
Yeah,
but
shame they didn't bring back Liev Schreiber to play Sabretooth one more time.
You know what I think they should do? They should have a follow-up to Logan, right? Where in the teaser trailer of Logan 2, or they can call it X-23, right? Don't call it Logan 2.
Yeah.
Call it X-23, and you're thinking you're going to see a teaser with her. And you see him walking to where the gravestone is, and he said, when are you going to learn? Or he says something, and he just sticks his hand in there, he pulls him out, and it's like, it's supposed to be minutes later, and there's healing factor, he's alive or whatever. You know? And it kicked in. That would be interesting. But he was great, Sabretooth, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Better than the guy who played him in X-Men 1.
Well, I think what they were trying to say is that, I mean, I'm trying to fill in the gap there and say that something happened to him like Wolverine. Well, Wolverine got shot in the head with the adamantium bullet and lost his memory.
Yeah.
Something probably happened to him that made him just dumb.
Remember, just prior to Age of Apocalypse, Wolverine shoved one of his claws up through his skull. What if that was the case?
Yeah, but they didn't even do that in the movie universe.
I know, but still,
There could be something. They could explain it away, and then something else happens, and he gets his sanity back, or his you know.
Yeah. I watched the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie for the first time tonight in a long time.
Wow.
I'll take that over Homecoming.
I saw the premiere Arrow.
You don't sound thrilled.
Well, I'm kind of tired of the flashbacks. I'm sorry. It's year 6, right? I'm kind of done with the flashbacks. Like, we need to do something different with the flashbacks. I'm also tired of the whole Team Arrow. There's like 10 different superheroes helping him. The Arrow Cave, and everybody destroying the Arrow.
They're trying to do their take of Batman. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, bad Arrow.
See, the thing I don't like is that it's gotten to be so ridiculous because there's too many people helping him.
Yeah.
I liked it with just Felicity, and Diggle, and that's it. And then when they kept starting adding people, I'm like, this sucks. And then it's like...
They're trying to have their version of Team Flash. That's what they're trying to do.
No, but they already had their own team, but the team gets too big. It's too big, team. It's too big. It's too many members. I don't like him as the mayor. I don't like it that he's
takes it away. It takes it away from his.
He's too powerful. I mean, I think he's too powerful. Like, he's the mayor. He's this. Now, they had a shocking thing at the end of the episode that probably going to wreck the whole season. Is that they exposed him as the Green Arrow? They said he's the Green Arrow all over television. And he's watching TV.
So
he's like,
"You've done an Iron Man."
It's like, shit. What's going to happen now? So, of course, he can't be mayor if he's the Arrow. And he's telling people, I'm not the Green Arrow.
Yeah, they did that earlier in this show. It was like, oh, he's the Green Arrow.
Yeah, they did that season 1. They did some type of shit. I don't like... The thing is, I love The Flash, but I don't like the alternate reality shifting into Arrow. I want Arrow to be grounded in reality, not with this whole... So even like the detective, Detective Lance, he's like, listen, I don't believe in all these alternate reality crap. That's Laurel. But it's not. But he's like, that's Laurel. It's not Laurel. She's a bitch. She's not Laurel. I really want the original Laurel to come back because I want him to get away from the whole alternate reality stuff in Arrow. Because it makes it too ridiculous. Let's get grounded in reality. I don't want to see Lian Yu anymore on the island. I don't want any flashbacks. They need to do the episodes different. They need to change their writing style. No damn flashbacks. No more. People are sick of that. Even though it's not, now we got flashbacks of being on the damn island. Again. But new stuff. It's like, couldn't wait for that shit to be over.
They're trying to pull a Lost almost.
But you couldn't wait. People couldn't wait for the flashbacks to end. And now they're just doing something to continue them because they want to waste 15 minutes out of the episode or something.
Which they don't know what to put in. You can always tell when they start putting flashbacks in. That's when they don't know how to fill an episode. So they thought, if we put flashbacks in, that will hide the fact that we don't know how a certain direction we want with the show or with the episode. That's all that is.
Now, Felicity's
when series first started or second season, fine. We have flashbacks. We can understand. But we're in, like you said, we're in the 5th, 6th season.
We're in the 6th season, right?
6th season. Okay, then we've had enough flashbacks. If you're
Done.
a good enough writer, then you should be able to write around a situation without using flashbacks. Now, granted, if it was something like this is what somebody remembers like 2 weeks ago, fine. But if it's one of these, oh, this happened on the island. No, we're done with the island.
Then, I don't know if they try to do something funny or whatever, not funny, but to boost ratings, they're making Felicity wear ridiculous, like, revealing outfits. It's like,
That's what it is.
What's that about?
They know their viewership is starting to drop.
Are you crazy, like, to do that? Why don't you just have them fight and whatever? I want the focus to be on the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be on Green Arrow number 2, 3, 4, 8, 7. I'm done with that. Get it next season. If there is a next season, get rid of all of that.
No.
Maybe make him on his own. Maybe.
That's how he is in the comics. He just usually him and Black Canary, and sometimes he helps out the Justice League, but usually it's just him on his own.
Maybe bring Laurel back at the end of the season, right? And isn't Black Canary Laurel?
In the comics, it's Dinah Lance, but basically it's
Dinah Lance?
Dinah Laura Lance, I believe, is her name in the comics. Laurel's her middle name.
Oh, okay. So
hashtag not my Green Arrow.
Yeah. So just at the end of next season, maybe give people a break. Maybe just have him by himself. Maybe, I don't know. The series won't get canceled if you're making it too much.
Way down.
It's getting way down. There's too many people in there. I'm sorry. I don't care about all these. I want
the Flash. He's got the right number of people. They focus on him at various times, yes, but it's not. But yet there's such a collusion, congealness of it, to where you can understand why someone's not in an episode or someone is being used in an episode.
You know, I got a suggestion.
And Arrow, they're just doing it so they can have filler.
I got a suggestion that's really mind-boggling to get Arrow back the way it is. All right? He needs to be out of his element, or he needs to do something different. You know how you do that? Take Alex from Supergirl, the system. Have her trapped in there with Arrow, so she could be a different thing. You know, when she's with Arrow, she's with him half a season. Finally, they find a way to contact with Team Flash to get Supergirl to get her out of there, and she's only missing in Supergirl's universe for like a day or 2 days or a couple days or a week maybe, and she's there for like 6 months. Do something, or even have Supergirl be with Team Arrow, but her powers
are diminished.
Yeah. And develop a rapport.
Do the fact that either it's the way the atmosphere is set up.
No, somebody does something to her, infects her with something.
Yeah.
And her powers are in and out. And she has to rely on Arrow, you know, Oliver to help her.
She doesn't trust her 100%.
Well, they have a connection. He could be strong with her, like with Flash, where maybe they'll create a thing in there. Maybe she'll fall for Arrow. Maybe there'll be like they could do something to spike the thing. Like, I mean, if you could have John Barrowman in all these different series, and Laurel Lance could be in all these different series, like, Katie, Cassidy, she could be in all the different things, then have it with Supergirl. Have it, if the ratings are getting bad with Supergirl, mix them together, where maybe have Alex in Arrow Universe or Supergirl in Arrow Universe for a little bit. I mean, it could be
or bring Arrow to the Supergirl universe.
Yeah. Maybe they swap.
Here's an idea. Get rid of those generic heroes, Wild Dog and Ragman.
Yeah.
Was it Mr. Terrific also?
He's supposed to be like the male version of Felicity, except he's a superhero.
I don't like him. Now, what, he lost his hair now or something? Or
I don't know. I
was that a wig? He had a wig or something? I don't know.
I gave up on Arrow after
like
season 4.
He has a short haircut now as a superhero? I don't know.
Yeah, and he's got that teeth thing that he wears on his face.
I don't like it that it's too comfortable. The cops working for him. this one's being this one's being that one. It's like he's got control of the whole damn city. Nothing should happen.
Yeah.
There should be like no villain be able to do anything because Oliver's got everybody everywhere. But of course, they got to create something ridiculous, like someone from an alternate reality screwing around to go by their sense, you know. But I love Arrow.
Now,
Right?
if they want to have something that messes with somebody's reality, then have somebody like Vertigo come in and do something like that, but not like you said, not one of these.
I just want them to spike the interest. We already know Detective Lance's story. It's old. We know he's a recovering alcoholic. We know he's upset Sarah died. Then she came back. Then Laurel died. Then it's like enough with him. Enough with Felicity. Enough with, like, Felicity can stay, but just put them together already. So that, enough with that. They just keep them together for like years and leave it alone. You know? Stop making it where he has to have romances with everybody. You know, just have him with Felicity. Then make that not the focus. Make the focus be, yes, him raising his son, and yes, maybe there's somebody he has to take care of other than his son, like, say, Supergirl or somebody. Or I mean, because honestly, if it continues the way it is, I fear it won't last. It will get canceled.
It's not going to.
It needs to have a dramatic change.
I'm surprised they didn't get canceled after season 4.
Well, season 4 started getting weird. But yeah.
Season 3 and 4 was when they let the shippers run the show. The whole Felicity Arrow shippers that run Twitter. Never seen such a form of scum and villainy.
Well, now Supergirl got really weird. The first episode.
It
was like, boring.
I didn't care. I'm like,
and I'm not his thing. I love Supergirl, so
same.
It's like for me to say it.
You go from having Superman in the season 2 opener to this.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
How about we just have Superman in every Supergirl season opener?
Here's the thing, right? Why couldn't they just have a thing where he's off-world and Zod's back, and she has to deal with Zod the whole season? Why not?
Well, they did bring Zod in a kind of when Superman was under control.
Yeah, I know. But bring him back, I think.
Legends is still good. I like the premiere.
I didn't get to see it yet.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's not going to last that much longer.
The way they went with it, it's got 2 more seasons.
2 more seasons?
I'm going to say that. What they need, what I'd love to see them do is
change up the roster.
Either that or go back to a time when Doc Savage, the Phantom, who else? The Shadow, or even Green Hornet. Go back to that type of era. Since if we're going to have this temporal split, which they've got to deal with.
I didn't think it was going to last.
Those heroes deal with that type of set.
Maybe you could have Arrow on there for a couple.
Arrow's been on a few episodes.
Was it?
Yeah.
But the real Arrow, not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since Rip's the son of the character, they should bring Booster Gold into Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, that's the father?
Rip's father is Booster Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now he's running this like Men in Black time agency now.
Yeah. And that's why I think is what's going to kill the show.
The best scene, though, is when Sarah's working in the department store.
Yes.
It's for anyone that worked retail. She basically does what you have always thought of doing.
Mm-hmm.
Telling your boss to F off and throwing a knife at him.
It's true. All right. That's our Everything show for now. We'll be back. Take care. Bye for now.